President Trump is gearing up for tonight's State of the Union address, as we've been saying all morning long, but his speech may be overshadowed by federal prosecutors. New York authorities have issued a major subpoena. They're demanding documents about the president's inaugural committee.
Prosecutors are specifically focused on hundreds of thousands of dollars of donations and what those donors got in exchange for giving the inaugural committee money. CBS News Washington correspondent Paula Reed is following the latest from the White House and joins us now. Thank you, Paula. So listen, can you take us through this subpoena and exactly what the prosecutors are investigating? Because as I understand it, it's pretty expansive.
It's a broad subpoena. That's absolutely right, Anne-Marie. Prosecutors are seeking what could amount to troves of documents from the president's inaugural committee. They're looking specifically at who is donating and what they got in exchange for their money. Remember, a lot of people, even high-profile Republicans, didn't think candidate Trump was going to win. So when he did, there was this rush to cut checks in Corey's favor. And investigators are looking at whether any promises were made in exchange for this over $100 million in funds that they received. Specifically, they are concerned. One reason is that Deputy Campaign Chairman Richard Gates, he testified in federal court, in open court, that he believes he may have stolen from the campaign. So if you have your leadership stealing, there are, of course, concerns about who else may have been doing improper things related to this campaign. There were also red flags that were raised from evidence that was seized from the home and offices of the president's former personal attorney, Michael Cohen. So investigators are just looking at whether any financial crimes were committed connected to this $100 million.
And Paula, what about the inaugural committee's dealings with foreigners and donations that may have come from them?
That is a specific concern for investigators. So in this subpoena, they are especially interested in any information about foreign donors and anything they were promised. It is illegal for foreigners to contribute to inaugural funds. So they're looking whether any foreigners did contribute or whether they used U.S. citizens to sort of funnel money through the inaugural fund in an effort to perhaps gain some leverage over the administration.
So then how concerning should all of this be for the president? He's facing several investigations. We're, of course, often focused on the Mueller investigation, but he's facing other ones as well.
Well, that's right. And as the Mueller probe is wrapping up, I think there was a hope on the part of the president's attorneys that at least most of the president's legal problems would be behind him. They are confident that there will be no evidence of conspiracy or collusion on his part. Well, there are still some concerns about obstruction of justice. But it appears while Mueller is wrapping up, other investigations are heating up. His legal troubles have metastasized well beyond the special counsel's investigation. This is just one of the investigations currently going on by federal prosecutors in the president's own Justice Department in New York. They are also looking at possible campaign finance violations based on evidence not only from the president's former personal attorney, Mr. Cohen, but also testimony from AMI. That's the publisher of the National Enquirer. Its CEO and the corporation have admitted that they helped buy stories to help the president get elected. So there are several different new investigations that continue to expand and will continue to cause the president legal headaches through probably 2020.
Paula, are you hearing any reaction from the White House?
We are. Sarah Huckabee Sanders, a short time ago, she appeared on cable TV and she used some of the similar talking points that we've heard throughout the special counsel investigation. She said, look, I'm reading the same things as you have, but this, quote, has nothing to do with the White House. That's exactly what she said about Roger Stone. Of course, that answer refuses to acknowledge what does connect many of these legal cases, which is the president. While the president has not been implicated in this case or specifically in the Russia probe, all of the people arguably around the president in his campaign, 6 people have pleaded guilty and are cooperating. Here, Tom Barrack, the man who ran the inauguration committee, he was a close friend of the president. So many of the people who have been charged in these investigations are people the president hired for very significant positions, including Mike Flynn, his former national security advisor, the president's former campaign manager, his deputy campaign manager. While they try to say this has nothing to do with the White House, the connective tissue is the president and the hiring decisions that he has made.
All right, Paula, thank you very much.